All right, apparently some laws have changed. I've tried to chat GPT it. Maybe somebody can tell me more about this because now I'm paranoid. Apparently, I think it's because of that crazy Russian dude that did all that bullcrap, messing with police officers and stealing the fan out of the mall. I think that they've changed the law. Somebody just sent me an email. Well, first somebody had mentioned it in my comments about the new rules for vlogging in the Philippines. I didn't hear anything about it, and I thought it was just, somebody making up some stuff. Because people will make up some rules. And I thought that was the case, but apparently it's not. And I just chat GPT'd it because there's really not a lot of information. It's very vague. And that's why I'm making this video, because the whole fun part of my vlog, I do a lot of stuff right here where there's no people in the background. But the funnest part that I enjoy about vlogging is, being out in the public and letting you guys see what the Philippines is really like. Hey there, puppy. He's like, man, I ain't mess with you. But that's kind of the joy of it. Anyway, long story short, apparently, according to ChatGPT, and I'll put I'll screenshot my computer, I'll show you what ChatGPT is saying. Apparently, as of June 10th, it is illegal to have people in the background of your vlogs. Like, unless, I guess, it don't even say if they have permission or whatever. So I don't know how you would even speak to some random person. I have courtesy. I'll ask the people, do you mind being in the vlog? But, if there's random people in the background, apparently, I guess the way that it reads, if they complain, you could go to jail. You could go to prison. And I don't want to be like that Vitaly guy, you know what I mean? So now I'm paranoid. And that kind of steals the whole fun because I just started YouTube in the Philippines. But the good thing is, I can go to another country. But I just got a long-term rental. But I have always, I planned on going to other countries anyway, but this was going to be my home base. But maybe not now, because not only are they talking about putting people in prison for regulations that are very unclear. I don't quite understand the regulations at all. And I'm used to America where everything's free. Freedom of speech, freedom of the press, all of that stuff. So I'm not accustomed to that. And I don't like it at all. I don't really, I'm definitely not going to, other than this video, I'm not complaining about it because, it's their country. They can make their rules, but at the same time, I don't understand how you could possibly vlog in the Philippines with that regulation in place. I don't even know how that would be even a slight possibility. Like right now, I don't know. I think I'm in a secure place where nobody's in the background, but it takes the fun out of it for me, because now I wouldn't be able to go to restaurants like I did last night. That would be, I don't think it goes into effect in August 9th, until August 9th. And that's why I'm making this video now, because I'm reaching out. If anybody knows more about this, because even ChatGPT was like, these laws are very vague and potentially be labeled as a criminal for vlogging, from what I understand. And I may be being paranoid, but I'll show you the way that it reads, and I'll show you the information. Fortunately, they're not going to start enforcing it until August 9th, like I said, but I think I'm getting out of here, man. just to be safe. I come over here to be in comfort and enjoy myself. I don't want to. If you've watched enough of my vlogs, you know what I mean. You can call it overreacting, whatever, but this is only the second country I've been to outside of America, and I didn't even, I knew that there was laws and rules and things like that, but I thought that the Philippines was kind of like kind of like America. I thought it was like a free type of country, but I didn't know all this was going down. But I think, those, few bad apples will spoil it for the bunch. That's what they say, and it's true. And I get it, but it's so vague, there's no way to interpret it. There's no way that I can tell anyway, from the information that's available to me on the internet, I don't quite understand what you can and can't do. So the safest thing that I can tell from, because I asked ChatGPT, and I'll go through those questions. I should have recorded the screen as I was asking the questions, but I will re-ask the questions. And even ChatGPT, AI says the best thing to do is just to not have any moving vehicles in your video. So in other words, don't be in public, and no one in the background of your video, no other people without their consent. So there's no way to do anything walking down the street at all, because there's no telling how many people would be in the background. And the way that I understand it, if one of those people see themselves and complain, you could get criminal charges brought against you. And on top of all that, even if they didn't bring criminal charges, why in the heck they gonna tax me? I'm spending all my money over here. But anyway, that kind of throws a wrench in a lot of things. It ain't gonna kill my vibe, because I'll just jump to another place. But I think that's what I'm gonna do, man. I think before August 9th, I'm just gonna explain it to the lady that I'm renting from what's going on, and I don't feel comfortable. Like, I feel comfortable vlogging like this, but I like doing my own thing. I don't want to be like those other guys. I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing that, but it's just like a repeat. If I just sit still in a room or I interview just one person, that just doesn't sound fun to me. Even if it's beneficial monetarily, that's not my cup of tea, man. It's just not. Like I said, if you've watched enough of my vlogs, I appreciate the money, don't get me wrong. You know, there's no such thing as having too much money, but at the same time, I'm more about enjoying my life. You know what I mean? We all have an expiration date, and I would like to live mine to the fullest, to the best of my ability, doing positive things. I don't want to, you know, I don't plan on doing anything negative. I don't plan to put any negative stuff out there about anyone, you know what I mean? Just common courtesy. I wouldn't do that even if they, you know, told me that was okay. But because the rules are so vague, I believe even if I am overreacting, I believe I'm going to take off and get it the heck out of here, because I don't feel like being up under that kind of, I don't like having a foot on my neck, you know? I don't like it. There's enough of that in the West. I see that going on everywhere, and maybe that's what we're coming to. Maybe it's just going to be one of those, maybe we're moving toward a world like that because of social media. So many negative things happen. Maybe that's what every country is going to start doing, which is fine. And you know, it'll all just be kind of, it seems like it would all go to being the same content, just done over by a different person under a different voice. Because there's really not much content to be had other than the thoughts that are in your mind. But it doesn't show the beauty of this country. Because the beauty of the country is the people, to me. And if you can't show the people, it kind of loses its thunder for me, at least for the vlogging portion of it. Now, if I didn't want to vlog, you know, it'd be fine. But even then, shoot, even taking a selfie from the way that it reads, even taking a selfie of a beautiful scenery, like this boat, for example. I don't know if somebody's standing on that boat and I take a picture out here of the ocean, I take a selfie with me like this with the boat in the background. If there's somebody on that boat and it becomes financially beneficial for those people to look for themselves in a video to complain so they can sue you, that's not a wise decision on anybody that's taking a selfie or a video or anything. And regardless, like I said, regardless if I'm overreacting, that just killed a big vibe for me. And I'm all about the way things feel. And it just don't feel right no more. If that's the case, I'm going to get more information. I'm sure that the comments will blow up on this topic. And I'm grateful for the people who actually told me about this, because the first guy who mentioned it, I was like, he's just a negative Nancy. He's not. I apologize. He's correct. I didn't think that they did that over here, because I've watched so many Philippines or foreigners that vlog in the Philippines. I didn't know that it would ever come to that. This is the first, other than like in, I guess, I don't even know what countries make that illegal to where you can't have people in your background, because I don't know how you would even take a photograph. And again, regardless, overreaction or not, I'm not taking no chances, man. I just ain't. I'm not. I've done. I've taken plenty of chances. I've taken any kind of chances in a foreign country. So, I guess you're seeing my true emotions live in full effect, because I just found this out not even 10 minutes ago. And, well, maybe 20 minutes ago, because I spent 10 minutes with ChatGPT asking a few questions. And then I was like, well, man, let me reach out and see if maybe somebody can explain this to me, because according to, I'll show you on ChatGPT, it's not good. And it's so vague. I don't know if it's a money grab or what it is, but it seems pretty, it's like a blank sheet for someone to really get you in trouble. Like somebody random. Like even that, I think from what I can tell, this is what someone told me. ChatGPT didn't mention this part, but even like if you're driving down the road like I do on the motorbike, and I put the camera on there and I'm driving down the road, there's no way I can cut all those people out and blur out the tags. It would take a week just to edit one video, which that would also steal the fun out of it. But either way, like I said, I'm gonna stay positive and not really worry about it too much, because it doesn't really start being enforced until August 9th. So as long as I'm out of here by August 9th, I don't have to worry about it. But I feel sorry for the vloggers who don't know about it. And if you haven't heard about it and you watch this, put thank you in the comments, because you might want to read up on it, because from what I understand, they pretty much got a full open array of things that you could get fined, criminally charged for, punished, sued, for just having a camera, basically. If you take a video and there's somebody on that video that don't want to be there and they complain, that, I guess, I mean, from the way that I understand it, the way that the information reads, it's pretty not good, not good to say the least. But, I was getting ready to go. One of my viewers actually is in he's on the ferry now on his way over here, and I was getting ready to go to the boulevard in Dumaguete to meet up with him for lunch, and I was going to vlog the introduction, first time I've ever met the guy. He just sent me an email, and I was like, yeah, I ain't got nothing to do, that'd be cool, be a cool vlog. Now I can't go do that. I guess I could go do that because it's not August 9th yet, but I don't want to take no chances, because I guess it went in effect on June 10th. So the law is there now, but I don't know, they're going to start enforcing it on August 9th. So being that it's after June 10th, I guess I would be in the wrong. Like if I go to the boulevard where all of those people are at, and which I've been to many times, unfortunately, hopefully it ain't retroactive for the past videos, I hope. God, that would suck, man. I just started YouTube and it's already getting shot at. Dang. But anyway, I'm just gonna make this a quick video. I had plans to do quite a bit today. I've actually got partnership offers in the Philippines, all kind of stuff. You know, it seems like it would kill tourism, honestly. Because how would you take a photograph? Like, how would you, like, even if you went to see a waterfall, if there's people at the waterfall in your little tour group, how would you take pictures? I don't understand it, man. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Maybe ChatGPT's wrong. I don't know. I'm no lawyer and ain't trying to become one. And I damn sure don't want to worry about it, you know. I came over here to relieve stress. I don't want to add stress. So, it looks like y'all might be stuck looking at my mug in this wall, or I get the heck out of here. I don't know, man. I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think in the comments. For now, I'm just gonna stay in the house. All right, here's exactly, you know, ChatGPT lets you pull up your old searches. So I'll just go over all of it with you. All right, here's a detailed breakdown of the new regulatory landscape for vloggers in the Philippines as of mid-2025. Number 1, Digital Council of the Philippines, DCP, proposal by Rep. Geraldine Roman, between April and May of 2025, introduced a self-regulatory council comprising vloggers, advertisers, academia, DICT, PR practitioners, and agencies like the NBI and DICT. It would establish a code of ethics, oversee fact-checking, adjudicate fake news complaints, and tag or remove misleading content. That all sounds okay with me. I don't have a problem with that at all. And it's got support from, you know, other people. It looks like Jay Ruiz, and they advocates for professional conduct among content creators and urges platforms to self-regulate and tag false content promptly, which that is all fine, and that, you know, doesn't sound like a problem at all. Just keep listening. The same proposal suggests mandatory regulation for social media influencers and vloggers, with the council or relevant agencies establishing oversight or enabling oversight. All right, so they're definitely putting together an oversight committee. All right, number 3, congressional leverage, franchise requirement. This is the part that really kind of throws a wrench in it for me. Some lawmakers propose requiring social platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and X to hold a legislative franchise similar to broadcasters and utilities. The goal ensures platforms adhere to Philippine laws, properly tax revenue, and are subject to oversight. Properly tax revenue is where that seals the deal for me. Number 4, law enforcement action. NBI charges, April 22nd, 2025. 4 vloggers face criminal complaints, e.g. cyber libel, sedition. I don't even know what that means, but it don't sound good. For splicing government officials' videos triggered by complaints under the Cybercrime Prevention Act. Watching, at least 20 vloggers. NBI is monitoring dozens for spreading misinformation. Some have warrants out already. And that was, I guess that's been going on since April. Number 5, agency level restrictions. MMDA ban, April 4th, 2025. The Metropolitan Manila Development Authority prohibits its employees and private individuals from vlogging or recording during official operations, citing professionalism and misinformation concerns. Which, you know, that's all government stuff, so I'm not really worried about that. I'm not in the government, so that's not a problem. 6, free speech versus regulation tension. Supreme Court intervention, February 2025. Vloggers sued Congress over the troll probe, calling it a chilling effect on free speech. The Supreme Court has asked Congress to respond. I guess they haven't responded yet. How this affects vloggers. Ethics and conduct. And this is the implications of everything. Need to comply with a code. Worsen misinformation may bring sanctions. And sanctions to me sounds like criminal charges. I mean, we can look up the definition of sanctions, but I don't think I want them against me. Let's see, registration. This is another one that seals the deal. Potential mandatory registration or licensing in the near future, which that means is probably coming. Platform liability. Platforms might be franchised. YouTube's not going to pay or even going to deal with that. They're not going to allow the Philippines to dictate what they allow on their platform. It wouldn't be a wise financial decision for YouTube to make that decision. All right, it says platforms might be franchised. Could alter monetization and moderation. So maybe from the way I'm reading that is, if you are a YouTuber and you're monetized on YouTube, maybe you could not get paid, or maybe you split the funds with the Philippines for some reason. I don't know. Legal risk. Possible criminal charges under cybercrime law if content is misleading. I mean, that's wide open for debate. You know what I mean? A good lawyer, if that's all they say, if content is misleading, technically, if I say that Lolo's has the best chicken and someone else disagrees, they could say that's misleading. I mean, I'm from the United States. I mean, they break laws down and argue over the word "the." So I don't want to get caught up in something like that for any reason. Legal risk. All right, I just read that one. Content restrictions. This is where it takes the fun out of it. Specific limits, e.g. from MMDA, on recording during operations, which that's stuff to do with the government. I ain't worried about that. Advocacy. Debates ongoing. Supreme Court ruling and pushback from vloggers are in play. So there are people complaining about it, of course, because it's going to take a lot of income from the vloggers. And like I said, out on the beach, with this being in effect, if a lot of people here vlog on YouTube. So what if you take a selfie and you put it on YouTube and somebody's in the background? And I hadn't even read that part yet, but just keep listening. So this is ChatGPT. So what do vloggers need to know? Need to know now. Number one, focus on factual accuracy. False claims may lead to fact checking or even criminal charges. 2, follow emerging codes of conduct from bodies like the DICT, the ASC, or soon to be DCP. 3, keep an eye on registration frameworks, which I don't want to register. I don't want any paperwork just to have fun in my retirement. You may soon need to enroll as a social media content creator. Goodness gracious, I just gave myself a job in retirement. No, I ain't, because I'm out of here. Understand platform policies, as any franchise law could change how platforms moderate content or share revenue. Share revenue. So they're going to regulate. They're going to regulate how platforms moderate content. So basically, you're going to be restricted on what you can and can't do, or say, and then share revenue. Nope. Number 5. Be aware of operational recording restrictions. Agencies like the MMDA may limit filming in some settings. And that's unclear. Let's see. Monitor legal proceedings. Supreme Court rulings on vlogger probes and cyber libel cases will define what's permissible. And that hasn't happened yet, thank God. And here's what ChatGPT says. What happens next? The DCP and regulation bills are still under discussion in Congress. MMDA ban is already in effect for Metro Manila operations. The NBI cases are unfolding, watching for prosecutions. Supreme Court and civil society are pushing back on overreach. Legal clarification is expected. Bottom line, the Philippines is introducing a new era of oversight for vloggers, blending self-regulation, legislative frameworks, law enforcement, and platform accountability. If you are a creator, it's critical to stay informed, fact check rigorously, and be ready for evolving registration or licensing requirements. I'll continue tracking this, and then ChatGPT says it'll continue tracking this for me if I want updates as the laws move forward. So I ask it again, is this now in effect? Yes, some of the new rules are already in effect, while others are still in implementation or debate phase. Here's what things stand as of June 23rd, 2025. All right, number 1, National Privacy Commission. That's the NPC. Circular on vlogging. Circular number 2025-01 covering body-worn cameras and Alternative recording devices, like vlogger gear, took effect on June 10th, 2025. Organizations and vloggers must fully comply by August 9th, 2025, or face penalties. See, it doesn't really say what those penalties are, but I don't want to face no penalties for any reason. And let's see. Key requirements include providing transparent privacy notice to individuals who appear in videos. I don't even know how to track down all the people that would be in my videos if I just walk down the street. Blurring or masking bystanders, especially minors. You couldn't, I'm not that good at editing, but just if I did one video at a restaurant, what am I supposed to do? Hand out a bunch of pieces of paper and say, is it okay if you are in my vlog? That steals the fun. Or go back and blur all the faces. That would take a week to do one 20-minute video just to go through all of that stuff. I'm sure AI could help, but it still takes the fun out of it. It don't sound cool. Not to me. And here's the next one. Implementing data security safeguards. Ensuring data subjects can exercise rights like access and erasure. That's the one I was talking about on the beach, to where if someone complains, if they say they did not want to be there, that could cause a whole stink for you. That, I mean, I don't want to go through. Even if it is, some of you may be viewing this at home and be like, well, Joe, you could just go erase that video or that portion of the video or blur that one person out. That's too much trouble for me. I don't even want to be involved in that little bit. I'm not willing, nor will I ever be. Implication. If you're filming others in the Philippines, even casually, you must inform viewers about how you handle data and proactively protect privacy. Nope. I mean, I don't want to, I'm not trying to put nobody in danger. I'm not trying to harm anybody's character in any kind of way, but that's too much work. It's not worth it. I mean, I like YouTube money, but it's not that much money. It ain't worth all that. Jesus Christ. All right. Number 2, the MMDA ban on vlogging during operations. I don't even need to read that. I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to be there during those operations. Let's see if any of this, that's public official spaces, and I get that. I understand that. Okay. Ongoing legislation and self-regulation. Proposed laws around the Digital Council of the Philippines and regulations / licensing for vloggers are still pending in Congress, not yet active. So that's a good thing. That means at least I got time to get out of here. The requirement for platforms like YouTube and TikTok to obtain legislative franchises remains under discussion, also not in force, which that won't fly with YouTube or TikTok. They'll just not do the Philippines. It's the two biggest social media platforms in the world, and there's not that many people in the Philippines. And the people that watch the Philippines vlogger, the people that even know about the Philippines, is because of Philippines being a target audience on YouTube and TikTok. People want to move here, but they want to move here because of the people. And if you can't show the people, you can't really show how great the country is. And I don't even know how you would go, like if you went swimming with the whale sharks, and you're with a group of people, do I supposed to bring like forms for them to sign to say that it's okay they're on the video? Or if you take a selfie when you're at the waterfalls and somebody's in the background, do you have to go track that person down and get their permission? That seems like a lot of unnecessary regulation to me, personally. But that's the American attitude. I know I'm probably showing my freedom privilege, but I'm not willing to give it up. Even if I have to go back home, that's just what it is. I love it over here, but this would literally tarnish my view of this place. The people's still great, but if you can't even enjoy the people and you can't vlog the beauty of the Philippines, I don't understand. It seemed, like I said before, it seemed like tourism would just disappear completely. We'll see. Although, I don't know, if you're not a vlogger and you're rich, and you want to come over here and just enjoy your retirement, I mean, I guess you could, it wouldn't bother you a bit. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it won't affect it at all. I don't know. Because I guess there's only a handful of vloggers in the Philippines from around the world. So maybe only just would eliminate those people like myself and some of those guys have been over here for a long time, and that probably wouldn't affect their income any. I wouldn't imagine. But then it would definitely affect the people that would be attracted to coming here, like the people that hasn't even, looked into retirement yet, and they're looking for a country to go to. If there's no information on YouTube or TikTok that makes this place attractive, yeah, heck yeah, it would affect tourism dramatically. Maybe not right away, but in a 5-year span, I imagine it would decline significantly. All right, bottom line, what's in effect now? This is the part that matters. The NPC Circular 2025-01 is in effect since June 10th, full compliance by August 9th. So it's in effect, but I guess they're not going to start putting handcuffs on people or taking your money until August 9th. So MMDA vlogging ban in effect since April 4th. What? Oh, that's for the public proceedings in Manila. Unclear legal standing even about that. Vlogger registration laws is still pending in Congress. I'm not going to wait for that to even happen. Platform franchise requirements, that definitely will not happen. There's no way that YouTube or TikTok is going to cowtail for this small area of the planet. Let's see. Action items for you vloggers in the Philippines. Let's see what we're supposed to do. This is ChatGPT. I don't know how accurate it is, but it's what I got. Number 1, start complying with NPC Circular. Include clear privacy notices and blur bystanders. So that's what I need to start doing now, which I'm not going to do that, so I'm just not going to film anybody that could potentially be in the background. That way, because I don't even know how to do that anyway. I'm not that good at editing. I'm sure I could figure it out. And it may be easy, but I'm not willing to go in there and spend the time to do it. Number 2, avoid filming MMDA operations, which I ain't got to worry about that. They're officially banned. All right, number 3, watch for forthcoming legislation, registration, or online platform mandates might come soon. So, yeah, I'm not willing to literally do any of that, not even slightly. So, it looks like you guys need to pick a new country for me to go to, because I'm willing to go anywhere in Southeast Asia. I think the vibe is good in any of the countries in Southeast Asia. The main reason I came to the Philippines was the beauty of the country and the people, and they speak English. I'm willing to give up that portion of it for my freedom to do whatever creative thing I want to do, as long as it's not harming nobody. I don't want to have to register. I don't want to have to share my income. I don't want to have to regulate what I say. And I understand why they're doing it, because of people like that idiot Vitaly. Man, can't stand that guy. What a douche-opotamus. But, maybe they'll do away with it, but I think for now, actually I know for now, regardless, I'm definitely getting out of here. I'm going to lose my deposit, I'm sure, because I'm not even going to stay here a whole month. I guess I'll jump over. I'm gonna let you guys decide. I'm gonna see who comments which country I should go to. This is the options: Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, or Indonesia, or even Cambodia. Any of those 5 countries. It's in close proximity, cheap flights, and some of them are even cheaper than living in you see what I was thinking? Vietnam's the cheapest, I think. But most of those countries are actually cheaper than the Philippines anyway. But I have a feeling prices are about to go down tremendously in the Philippines over the next little bit of time, I imagine. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. For now, I'm a little under... my spirits is kind of drowning at the moment. I don't like this at all. This kind of kills the vibe of this place completely for me. But for now, I'm out.